See the 51 of Kyle Busch just outside of Ted Musgrave there.
There's horses for courses, and I think this must be Ted's.
Keep an eye on that 51 truck.
About to get underway with the second race of the 2008 season for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series here on Fox. DW, I'd like to hand it off to you as we get ready for the green flag.
Most exciting part of the race. The start. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go trucking, boys.
"35 trucks going up through the gears.
See Ted Musgrave jumped to the inside already, made it 3 wide, getting in 1.
Quite a bit flatter racetrack than they're accustomed to from a week ago. 31-degree banking at Daytona, just 14-degree banking here in turns 1 and 2 and 3, 4.
And with the weather we've had, the Nextel Cup cars were out earlier this morning, sprint cars, but the track's not got a lot of rubber on it, particularly up high.
See him running 2 and 3 wide already through 3 and 4. A little bit higher line. They don't hug the white line around this racetrack.
Yeah, you're not going to hug any line. You're going to be wherever your truck really works good. You just move all over the place.
Johnny Benson, the man on the move here.
Racing with that 2 truck. Jack Sprague, 3-time champion in this series. Teammate to Ron Hornaday this year.
Again, Johnny Benson would have started on the good problems with Justin Marks. He gets turned around in the number 9.
Looks like he's going to keep it.
And he'll slap the wall.
Sure did, right at the very last instant. Had it coming off a great run last week at Daytona, finishing in the top 10. Looked like he had a truck maybe to contend for the win until he got involved in an incident with Eric Darnell, but a lot of damage to that Crocs Toyota.
Yeah, this is not going to make his crew chief, Jason Overstreet, very happy.
But Mike Skinner, obviously the benefactor here, he'll be able to come down pit road and take a look.
See him on the inside. The 51 of Kyle Busch pulls out to the outside and just pulls him around.
Sucks him right around. I mean, that's the worst feeling in the world. You're a little light off that corner anyway. In the throttle, that truck goes by on the outside. It'll just absolutely suck you right around. Watch this. And into the fence you go.
The worst possible time to do that with all that fuel in the rear of that truck. The air pressure's not even built up yet.
One of the things we see unique to the truck series, the truck on the outside loses the wind on the truck on the inside. And so around goes Justin Marks. Hornaday out in front of the field.
See Todd move up on the racetrack a little bit. Maybe he can get a little bit more grip up there. Didn't look like it worked that corner.
Field spreading out now again. We thought with the tapered spacer it would keep the trucks closer together on the racetrack, but again they're a straightaway apart now from 1st to 33rd.
You know, it was pointed out to me that based on Kyle's performance at Daytona, he could lead California with a point lead in all 3 series.
Pretty amazing.
And I don't know if that's ever been done or not.
I doubt it very seriously.
Matt Crafton in that number 88. We've got a little debris on the racetrack. Matt Crafton, one of the California natives in this field today.
It's way down to the inside of the backstretch. Not sure if the NASCAR officials are going to think that may be
it could be in Kyle Busch's line when he goes to pass everyone.
That's right.
When he makes it 4 wide.
Yeah. Again, that debris just on the entrance of turn 3.
He doesn't make it any wider than he has to.
May have had a problem with Ron Hornaday hitting some of the debris. We take a look back.
Yes, sir.
Sure enough.
It looks like that didn't look like a real serious piece. It looked like almost part of a splitter, which we know how tough that thing is. It's bouncing off everything out there.
Yeah, several trucks look like they ran into that piece.
There it is.
There's Mike Skinner running over it right there, and that's what put it to the inside of the racetrack where it stayed for a couple laps, and then NASCAR decided to throw the caution flag.
Looks like a piece of that carbon fiber kind of stuff that was flying all over the place. Rick says
he saw that replay.
Didn't like the way that looked. Rick Wren, is he not a piece of work?
Unbelievable.
Doesn't matter where he goes, whichever kind of car or truck he's working on, he gets it done.
Yep. Amazingly enough, I mean, the Toyotas look to be dominating right here, but Ron Hornaday staying right up there in the pack.
Yeah, and you got he's the only one because there's 6 Toyotas at the front right now, so they're flying along here pretty good. There's the 09. He's hanging in there pretty good. That's Travis Quapple that replaced Joey Clanton in that truck. And you know what? Somebody might say, well, why'd they do that? Sometime a race team goes back to a veteran driver like Travis to be sure they're on track, to be sure they haven't gotten their equipment off, that they're as good as they think they are. And maybe they'll plug him back in later.
And Travis drove for the Roush Fenway organization last year in the 6 truck. So they know Travis. Travis knows this organization. So it's a good way to evaluate where they are as a race team. There's Eric Darnell, another member of the Roush Fenway team. Pole last week at Daytona, looked like he had a shot at winning, ended up having a vibration, was trying to get pit road, made some contact with Justin Marks. He's running right now with a top 10 spot in 10th.
Yeah, he and Todd Bodine last week dominated the race. I think they led like 2/3 of the race between the two of them.
You know, we talk about, Darryl, you mentioned that he came in this race leading or in the top 5 in points in all 3 series. Last 7 races in the Cup Series, 5 top 5s. Last 7 races in the Nationwide Series, 7 top 5s. And the last 3 races in the Truck Series, 3 top 2s, including a win.
Not only is he fast, he's steady.
Successful Kyle Busch looking to make it 7 wins in his career in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Welcome back. Green flag pit stops happening. Chris Devoto.
Todd Bodine has just been hanging on these last few laps. His truck is starting to push because of the cloudy condition. They are going to free it up a little bit with air pressure. The call is also to put on 4 tires. Mike Hillman Sr. got on the radio and said, Todd, let's win this thing. Matt.
Kyle Busch looking for his first California win in the Truck Series. Already has a Cup win on his racing resume. Chassis adjustment, the call for Busch. He says the truck just way too tight. Meanwhile, Ron Hornaday Jr. on pit road. He says his truck extremely tight. They were going to make a big air pressure adjustment to try to tighten him up. Busch down and away.
Than Todd Bodine, so he opened up that lead a little bit more.
Here we see Kyle Busch.
Right here, 2 to go.
2 laps of racing to go. 4 miles from the Auto Club Speedway.
He goes a lot faster when he goes straight all the time. It's when he gets all sideways and jukey that he slows down a little bit.
Working his way on the bottom of the racetrack. A.J. Allmendinger in that 47. He's about to put him another lap down. A dominant performance today by Kyle Busch, starting 20th.
Little piece looks good, boy. I'm telling you, shut down. He's coming here to get the white flag.
You know, when Kyle Busch jumps in this 51 truck for Billy Blue, Richie Waters said he's always going to be on the gas running up front. What a terrific record they have together.
Yeah, that's it. You know, Rowdy Busch, and Rowdy's saying, I ain't got no rowdy friends. I'm in a league of my own, boys.
An impressive finish for him a week ago at Daytona. He made the move to the outside, tried to get that pass. Still hanging the back end of that truck out as he's got himself about a 3-second lead over Todd Bodine.
They told him last week, you know, early in the 500, take it easy, and he said, ain't no way.
Doesn't know how to. Kyle Busch, so strong in whatever vehicle he gets into.
You know, he stays busy running all 3 of these series. In his spare time, he runs a late model car.
He needs to practice.
A lot of seat time, and another checkered flag is going to fly for the 51 with Kyle Busch behind the wheel, winning the San Bernardino County 200.
Dadgum, good job right there, boys.
Guys, great truck. Great truck.
Started back in the 20th spot. Was running 6 at the end of, what, 8 or 10 laps here?
He told us he didn't think starting back in the 20th spot was going to hamper his efforts much, and he didn't. It didn't.
And it's Kyle Busch who takes the first hardware as he climbs out of his number 51. And the bath ensues. The NOS energy drink bath, as it is. Kyle Busch giving high fives to his crew. And Kyle, you guys were dominant all day long. Was there any reason you were not going to win that truck race?
Well, Todd Bodine there got going pretty good there in one run, but you know, this San Bernardino County Toyota Tundra was awesome today, and all these guys, Richie Waters and everybody that works back at the shop, and I got to thank all those guys. We had to do our switch this winter. It was pretty tough, but you know, the guys made it and gave me some awesome trucks. We had a great one in Daytona. We had another great one here today, and I can't wait to get to Atlanta, but you know, here's the start to hopefully a three-peat this weekend.
And as you crossed the took the checkered flag, you said 3 things. You said, awesome truck, thank you guys, this is so much fun. Is that how you feel about racing in the Truck Series?
It is how I feel, you know. I mean, it's how I feel racing in general anyways. And, you know, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is a great stepping ground and a great stepping stone for everybody to go through. And, you know, this is just so much fun to run with these guys, and Todd Bodine, Mike Skinner, Ron Horner today, all the heroes of this series. And, you know, this win, I was thinking about it, this is kind of crazy, but This win here probably means the absolute most, because here in 2001 in November, I got kicked out of this racetrack and wasn't able to run in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and probably could have sat on the pole and won the race that weekend too, but this is pretty bittersweet right here.
Bittersweet indeed. From being booted to being in victory lane, Kyle Busch is your winner.